Hey everybody, what's up? Dustin here. It's a beautiful day, so I thought I'd do this one outside for you guys today. Um, just outside on my front steps, and check it out. There's the States. Awesome. That's the view I see every day. You can see the States right on River Road here. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. Chirag Tiwary. He was the man of the hour yesterday, and the man that we saw from Bell. Um, he was a former graduate of the program as well, like a lot of the speakers already. Um, he started at Bell as somebody who would just kind of check maps that other techs would do, and then he was basically quality control, making sure that the maps were right, free of errors, and to the standards that they were requested. He then moved to D&D, which he said was sort of like the map techs, GIS analyst type job. They just called it D&D. And he had plenty of opportunities to advance, including a future management position that he's moving into now. He said he's likely going to grad school in September for his master's. And I think he said Bell was going to support him through that, hopefully. So that's pretty cool. I'm sorry, somebody just walked by. That was embarrassing. Um, okay, where was I? Anyways, okay, he was saying that he's really big on working for Bell. He really loves his job. That's really great. He wanted to reinforce, like, he knows some people probably don't like Bell, myself included. Personally, I wouldn't want to work for Bell. They've been a company that's given me lots of problems, even though telecommunications has really low fixed capital and they don't give anybody an easy time, so I don't want to work for that, sorry. I did work for FedEx, which is a company that a lot of people say overcharges, and I did really like working for them. They were great to their employees, so I mean, maybe Bell is pretty good, and I'm just seeing it from a customer's perspective. Anyway, I wouldn't want somebody questioning my job all the time. Like he said, people would always say, like, oh, Bill, oh. Like, I wouldn't want that. But, to one in their own. I also didn't like how they were so secretive. Like, and he made, like, this Edward Snowden joke. I don't think they're really on par. Snowden blew the whistle on a big thing that was infecting people's privacy and stuff like that. It's much different. But it's Bell, like I said. He did look very professional. He had a very professional manner about him. He was dressed very nice. He seemed like, he'd been in the industry, even though he'd only been in there for a few years. And like he said, he was moving up into a management position, and I could see that for him. He seemed to have his head on straight. And he had no PowerPoint, and that's already explained the reason with the secrecy for Bell. But I still thought he could have maybe done a little bit better of a job being a little bit more interactive. I liked how he kind of drew the hierarchy on the board, but it was pretty short, and I thought it could have been a little bit more interactive. But I do like short and to the point, and I like that. It did get dragged on a bit by the CET discussion, which was very valuable, but I did think that took almost half of the presentation time. And last but not least, I had the great pleasure of presenting the wine bottle, and it was very nerve-wracking for me. I was nervous the whole time throughout the presentation, as I take Caleb's grading on the wine bottle presentation very seriously. And but despite the nervousness, it was an absolute pleasure, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you for that, Ian. All right, and we'll see you on the next blog.